What is up, you legends? My name is BlindedMarksman, and welcome back to another episode of Throwback Thursdays. Now, the last episode we looked at was the Vision of Confluence. The Vision of Confluence was a full auto scout rifle. It was obtainable through the Vault of Glass raid. It was probably one of the best scout rifles in year one, and currently, right now, with the Taken King, the Vault of Glass, the Vision of Confluence can definitely be a gun that's still usable in the Crucible. Now, if you guys are interested in checking out that past video, I'll leave a link in the description below. Just pause this one, check it out, and when you're done, just come right back. Now, the next weapon I want to take a look at is the new Monarchy hand cannon, the Red Hand 9. Now, the Red Hand 9 came out during the House of Wolves. It's probably my favorite hand cannon during year one. That wasn't an exotic like the Last Word or anything like that. Personally, this is probably one of my go-to weapons. I used to use this a lot in trials. Definitely something I used to have fun running with, especially during the hand cannon era when the hand cannons kind of reigned supremacy. So this was a weapon that I really was interested in bringing back with the Taken King to see kind of how it still performs, or even if it how it upholds with this current meta. And currently, the gun runs great. Now, what makes this gun special, especially during House of Wolves, was the reforging system. Now, the reforging system was something that was introduced during the House of Wolves, where you had the opportunity to re-roll your perks for legendary weapons, be it an auto rifle, scout rifle, pulse rifle, fusion rifle, whatever the case may be. If it was a legendary gun, you were able to re-roll it if it came out during the House of Wolves DLC. Meaning, so anything that came out pre House of Wolves, you weren't allowed to re-roll. Or any sort of raid weapons or the Prison of Elders weapons. I don't believe you're able to re-roll. But that's what really made the Red Hand 9 stand out, was the fact that you could roll it to the perfect roll. So, in order to re-roll your weapons, you would have to go visit the gunsmith. That's right, Banshee 44, and you would have to trade in, I believe, weapon parts, glimmer. I believe etheric light, certain materials like helium fillets or spin metal, things like that. And I want to say motive light, but I'm not 100% sure about the motive light. But you trade those in, and you'll be able to re-roll a specific weapon as much time as, well, it's not as much time, but as many times as you can, as long as you had the materials to trade in with. Now, for the Xbox community, re-rolling hand cannons, there was only one specific role you want to look for, and that was the role that we, as the Xbox community, called it the Baby Hawk Moon. Now, the Baby Hawk Moon consisted of having lunk in the chamber, either brace frame or small bore, and lastly, final round. Now, the only reason why we call this Baby Hawk Moon was because the actual Hawk Moon was a PS4 exclusive for the first year of Destiny. So this was the closest thing that we had to catch the smallest glimpse of what Hawk Moon was able to do in the Crucible. Now, with the Red Hand, especially with its primary and secondary stats, was such an amazing weapon to use during year one. Like, this was my favorite hand cannon. Again, I used to use this during trials. It was my go-to weapon during the hand cannon era. It was just, everything about it was so good. It just felt so good in your hand, that with the high aim assist, the low recoil, definitely made this gun stand out, and added the perks of luck in the chamber and final round. Just made this a weapon not to be messed with in the Crucible. And definitely there was games I had during year one where I'll use the Red Hand or other legendary hand cannons, and people were like, "Damn, how the heck did that person kill me so fast?" Like, this gun was you could potentially kill someone 2 shots if luck in the chamber procced, and then you got 2 consecutive headshots. So at the end of matches, I'll get messages sent my way, and I'm thinking it'll be hate mail, but it's actually the person like, hey, I just checked out your loadout. I see you got Baby Hawk Moon. That's what's up, kind of thing. So everybody knew about the rose you need to get, and that's what really made House of Wolves special. It was probably one of my favorite times of Destiny. Was able to reforge your weapons and get that perfect roll that you're looking for. Now they kind of took that away, and that's why they introduced the Arms Day. The gunsmith. I feel like that's what kind of like took the place of reforging. Simply because you get to put an order package and check the following week to see what kind of rolls you have with that certain gun. But back to the red hand. Using the red hand right now with the Taken King weapon balance is still perfectly usable. I know the hand cannons aren't at the best state right now with the Taken King, especially with the nerf that the hand cannons got across the board. But personally, this gun is still totally reliable. It's still as dominant as it was in year one. I guess I could go inside to try to grab him. Personally, I feel that this hand cannon can still perform well, especially if you're not someone who's worried about KD or anything like that. It's a fun weapon to use. The high aim assist, the low recoil, definitely is a weapon that could contend in the Crucible as where we stand at right now. It does 89 to the head. It does 112 crit if luck in the chamber procs or if you hit them with a final round. So it's still potentially able to get a 2-shot headshot kill. If not, definitely 3 shots to the head or 2 shots to the head and 1 to the body will definitely do the trick. Now, as for where the red hand stands now with the Taken King, the closest I could compare it to is the Eyes Luna, which is a hand cannon that I think only drops during the Crucible as an end game reward. That's the closest I believe the closest gun I could probably compare it to. But I still feel that the red hand currently could still compete in the Crucible. Definitely with the perks, luck in the chamber and final round. Definitely makes this gun as reliable as it was in year one. But I had a lot of fun using the red hand these last couple of days, trying to get some footage to upload with. It was definitely time well spent, dusting off the cobwebs off the red hand. And you know what? This is probably something I'm going to keep in my rotation of weapons to use again. It definitely still felt right at home when I was using it. Kind of give me some reminiscence of year one. And again, this is a series where I kind of just want to show you guys, weapons that were, really good during year one, and guns that could probably still perform well in the Crucible. But I think I'm going to end it there. Leave a like if you feel like this video is worth one. Comment. Let me know what you guys think about the Red Hand 9. Is it a weapon that you guys still currently have? Is it something that you still use every now and then? And if you do, and if you don't use it, just take it out the vault, man. Just play with it, have fun. That's what the Crucible is about. I think that's what people are forgetting what Destiny is. And Destiny is just about having fun. And especially now with the lack of content that Destiny currently is lacking. I believe that just using different loadouts and different weapons would bring interest back into the game. And that's part of the reason why I started this series. I just wanted to try out my old weapons and see where it stands with the Taken King. But thank you for watching the video, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely help my channel grow, and it'll make sure you won't miss any more of my upcoming content. But again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, cheers.